Hello, I'm Chris. This is Miller Plays. We're doing the Pentagon Challenge. We're in Mexico. We're with Monterrey, and I'm starting to understand some of this stuff now. Today, we have the opening phase final. The first leg against Mature, and then we'll come back to the second leg against Mature. And the winner qualifies for the NACC. The loser qualifies for the NACC. So we have qualified. So, further inspection of the old rules, and I read it down here. One team qualifies for the North American Champions Cup second round. 5 teams qualify for the Champions Cup first round. So, one team overall qualifies for the second round. The other 5 are all in the first round. The places are allocated. So, opening stage final and closing stage final. The winners of both of those are in. So that's 2. Teams defeated in the Mexican First Division opening stage final and the second stage final are also in. So that's 4 teams. And then league positions based on the Mexican First Division. So if one team wins both or whatever, if some teams are in both, then it goes down to the league table. So we have qualified by guaranteeing ourselves at least the team defeated in the Mexican First Division opening stage final. Right, these bits up here, the first preliminary round and the preliminary round for the lesser teams. If we have a look at stages, he says one of them was Chivas versus Toluca, the other was Huevo versus Tigres. I think it was Chivas versus Chivas and Huevo won. Somehow Tigres got into some of it. Did we see the here we go. Chivas versus Toluca. Opening stage, preliminary round was Pueblo versus Tigres. One owned by, the other played Chivas. Right, okay. It then went into the opening stage. Chivas beat Tigres, so they progressed to the quarterfinal. We stuffed them and basically made it through to the final, having beaten America. We beat the whole continent of America. Drew 3-3 in the second leg, having won 4-3 in the first. So scoring goals, conceding goals, but we're through, and we face Mature, who simply outclassed at San Luis. So Club Atletico San Luis. And that leads us to the first leg of the final. So I'll get the team picked, and hopefully I'll remember to click record. Well, click the right button and then click record before the game starts. Okay, the team then is Gatini in goal, Valdez, Perez, Orozco, Chiquet, and Ruiz making up the back 4. Diaz, Vidal, and Sidney as the 3 centre midfielders. My contact is in front. And then we have Salcedo and Coca up top. So a bit of rotation. So we've got some fitter players in the second leg. Bit of we've got to set ourselves up. We can't play the full first team for both games really, otherwise not everyone's fit enough. We've got a number of injuries as well, which means players are just coming back, thankfully, and 1 or 2 are still out. Good old Michael Jackson moonwalking his way. Oh! Michael Jackson moonwalks his way into the box. Oh, look at that. Franco's down. Coca, the free rein. Where's he going? He's going back to Ruiz. Oh. Some highlight that was. Diaz into Salcedo. He's shot. He's offside. Kick. Franco is injured. Franco is a very decent player, and I'd quite like to sign if I had a big pile of cash that I've wasted already. I say wasted. It enabled us to finish top of the league in the opening phase. It will start getting complicated afterwards. It does appear that Mature are all over us. Like a bad rash, and Juan Pablo Beltran opens the score. unfortunately, it's not looking so good so far. This side have been the best team we've faced. Them in America, sorry, the best team that we've faced, without a shadow of a doubt. So I know we aren't really in a position to beat them. We're needing at least another summer where we get a big pot of cash, or to be able to sell one or two players, so I can bring one or two more in. The trouble is, the players that are worth anything are the ones that I've recently signed. Salcedo, what have you done there, mate? Yeah, the players that are worth anything are the ones that I've recently signed, so therefore it'll be difficult to get rid of. And I don't particularly want to get rid of any of them. We're trying to build. Juan Franco with his 22nd of the season. What a player. 22 goals already. 9.5 million. Never Never. Hello, is that the Never Never? This team are far too big for us. We're going to have to change something to be able to compete against these. We drew 3-3 at our place in the league. Look at that, terrible. Right, our forward line just needs replacing. We've got Bolde to replace Michael. We must have Cantu. We have Cantu. We can replace Coca. And yes, we're going to go straight swap. Ruiz is struggling. None of them's playing particularly well. My issue is I haven't really. Meza isn't fit enough to play. He's just coming back, so he'll feature in the next leg. I think by then it's all going to be all over. Right, I'm going to berate the team as soon as they're mature scoring. Oh, good save. Right, with the more. We're not getting in this game at all. It's a good job they're crap against AI teams. Because against us, they are brilliant. Oh, what a strike! Can I berate them? Yes, I can. That is just dog doo-doos. We're going attacking, don't care. I'm tempted just to try and save some legs for the next. Oh, great play! Oh, it was great play, and he's rounded the keeper and hit the leading post. You know, it's not your day when you do that, isn't it? Right, while that's happening, then what can we do? Chavi can come in for him. Sydney can come out for Alvaro. We'll do that. We'll just save some legs for the second leg. It would be nice to get a goal. Otherwise, we're going to have to win 3-0 at home and win it on being the higher seeded team. And yes, that is a thing here. If it's that's going to be offside, isn't it? If it's all square, then it's decided by the highest ranked team. Whoa, it's counted. We only need to win 2-0 at home. Get another goal here and it'll make things interesting for the second leg. If they score, I think it's pretty much over. We've proven that we can't deal with them. And the one thing I do know is I need a really quality defender or two. Penalty referee, that's disgraceful. That guy should be sent off. He's not going to watch his soap opera. It's one thing earning a penalty, it's another one actually slotting it away, because I have got penalties. As Diaz whacks the ball confidently into the back of the net. The youngster Avando lies down. Xavi gets the ball eventually through to Cantu. It's then rescued by the opposition. But Valdez cuts it out. Alfaro into the middle. Cantu shoots, and a fine save from the keeper. I'm sure Franco would have slotted home. Just saying. Valdez all the way back to Perez. Perez highlight over. Ruiz with the long throw. Oh, their keeper is superb. He must be the best goalkeeper in this league. Ruiz, who is running on fumes currently. Gonzalez. How is he not? Look, he's been superb. Without him, we'd be level at least. The most important thing here is we've made a game of it. From being 3-0 down, we've come back and we've basically given ourselves a chance in the second leg. And we'll see you for the second leg shortly. Right, before we get to the second leg, some stunning news. Look, we are actually in the NACC draw. First round is on the 15th of Feb, so just after the closure of the window. Current holders are New York Red Bulls, and we are playing the Costa Rican side CS Herediano. So, yeah, fantastic news. That Leagues Cup has obviously given us access to this season's draw. Where we're gonna. This is obviously the first round. There are teams that ultimately get into the second round. Does that show? Oh, it does. We will be playing Toronto FC or Philadelphia. So. Fingers crossed it's Philadelphia, because Toronto have been pretty good. Do we have a quarter-final draw? We do. So, should we get through against them, we'll then either face Ottawa, Costa Rican side, Colorado, or America. So, I fancy our chances against any of those if we can beat one of these two. Semi-final, we would be up against Matuga or Chivas or Matapan or Ottawa or Pumas or Verpo or Rios. Yeah, we've got. I guess this must be fantastic. So one of these teams plays one of those teams. Oh, these draws, they're fantastic. At least there's no. We just know what happens. There's no surprises. We just keep winning. Right, we'll see you for kick-off in this opening phase, second leg of the final. Okay, the team's picked. It's Gatini in goal, Valdez, Perez, Oscar Chiquet, and Ruiz making up the back four. Vidal is then just going to sit in front, making our biggest change. Alfaro and Sydney in the middle. Icon sits in front of those, and we've got Cantu and Salcedo up front. So we've got a bit of options, like Nick Coker can come on for either of those two positions up front to strengthen us there. We've got Bolde who can come in for Nikon Douglas. Juan Diaz sits in the midfield, and then Meza is back fit, so he can cover either of the fullback roles. So it gives us a few more options, and we're slowly getting players back fit. Bruised thigh, which should, he was never going to play the full 90 minutes today, so that just doubles down that he won't. It's fairly neutral so far. I'm not going to go attacking until the second half unless I really have to. We're just cancelling one another out at the moment, which is really nice, isn't it? We have been dreadful. Let's just throw some encouragement before half time. Yay! 3 shots, none on target. Dreadful first half. There we go, and I'm telling them exactly that. So we'll get Mazer on for Ruiz. No point trying to break him. Mazer's pretty decent, and Cantu just hasn't fired at all. So let's get Copa on and swap him around like that. It's not Cantu's best position, but Nick Copa does prefer to be the advance forward, despite him being a poacher. First division. Oh, that's first division opening start. Oh. That's really going to be confusing. Right. No, one other thing. We are going to go out with a far more positive mentality. So we can go from positive to attacking. Let's demand more as well. Let's demand a shot on target, please. They're not playing particularly well. We haven't. Are they just ultra defensive? Is that it? Valdez is tired out. Alfaro's tired out. Michael and Douglas have been awful. We'll do it that way. And that's my last change. Right. We need a goal. Gattini with the ball. Goal kick to Perez. Perez looks up, finds Asensio. Asensio down the right. He cuts inside and then goes back down the right. Coca is there to beat him. He gets it, turns it, goes back to Vidal. Vidal with the ball over the top towards Asensio. He tries to flick it onto Sydney, doesn't quite get there. Vidal with another option. Finds Diaz, back to Meza. Meza into the box. Towards the byline, he pulls it back and Diaz is there. Referee, what are you going to do? Diaz was behind the ball. Thank you. This is great work from Meza. Into the box. And then he pulls it back. And even Bolde, or was it Coca, whoever it was, may have been in front of the keeper, but was certainly onside. 1-0. We don't mind 1-0. Asensio finds Coca. Back to Asensio. Into Vidal. Vidal back to Perez. Perez. Does he go to his centre-back partner? He does. Orozco Chiquet to Vidal, who finds Meza. Meza runs towards the box. Tries to bring the ball across, but doesn't get there. Chiquet gets it back to Meza. Meza back to Orozco Chiquet, who's going back to Vidal. Vidal looks up. He's got space. He runs into it and finds Asensio on the right, who centres, and Bolde has a deflected shot. Guzman blocks it. It's a corner. 10 minutes plus injury time to go. Meza now with the corner. What's he going to do? Is he going to find Bolde at the near post? He doesn't. Bolde wasn't anywhere near the near post. Gattini finds Orozco Chiquet. He slowed it down. Finds Meza. Meza down the line. That's a terrible ball. Cantu didn't get anywhere near it. Cantu finds Bolde though. Bolde through to Coca. Coca finds Sydney. Oh, it wasn't a great ball from Sydney. Sydney gives up on it. Senchal to Vidal. Perez looks up. Finds Vidal again. And his ball to Asensio wasn't great, and it's rescued. But oh, that's a terrible ball from Orozco Chiquet. Now we have to go very attacking. we're demanding more again. We've gone from winning this with a draw to losing 2 bad passes in that last bit of play. Right, let's go very attacking. Come on, highest tempo we can. Yeah, that is the highest. Just get on with it. There's 5 minutes. We want to get this equaliser. Meza. And a terrible ball from Diaz, but Vidal rescues it. Sydney, who's been anomalous in this game, apart from playing 1 bad pass. Essential to Vidal, to Balde, to Diaz. Oh, what a shot from Cantu. Get out of it, referee. That was brilliant stuff. Goals awarded. We're dropping down to attacking. We're rubbish against these on our normal positive. And there we have it. Oh, we're actually extra time. Oh. Tactics. We have 1 more substitution we can make. Sydney, perhaps. Not going to make it just yet. We'll stay attacking. Let's see if we can get a goal. If we do, we can bring Kamara on. If we don't get an early goal, then it's going to be Park. 5 minutes and Sydney can come off. We'll do it now. Right, Park on for Sydney. Let's fire him up. A nice flick on, but Gonzalez, who was the hero in the first leg, claims it, launches long. Park now actually finds a forward pass, something Sydney didn't manage to do. Meza's just standing around lost then. Cardenas is running down the right, but he comes back. Diaz intercepts. Balde to Cantu. Cantu inside the park. Park, one of the fittest, freshest guys on the park. He's all the way through. Can he finish? No, he can't. Oh, what a goal that could have been. Park fires towards the near post but doesn't find anyone. Coca to Perez, and Perez's shot is deflected or blocked by Garzon. Meza crosses deep from the corner, but it's cleared. It's another corner. We're piling on the pressure. Essential, go on, shoot! Oh, perhaps he shouldn't have shot. Vidal to Balde. Balde to Park. Opens up again for Park. His shot is blocked. Coca just with a poor header, really. Oh dear. Right, you can pick them. Relax. Pick your spot. Don't change your mind. Oh, I thought this would go to the highest ranked team, but apparently not. So now we have the misery of watching us take penalties. I've seen enough this season to know that we're not very good at penalties. Sydney, our best penalty taker, has obviously been taken off. Diaz does tend to do that, whack the ball into the back of the net. Cantu, he's more calm. And then after that, I really don't know who's going to take a penalty. I didn't watch. So Nick Coca, the Canadian striker, you'd expect him to take a penalty. And you'd expect him to miss, was the other bit I was going to add. Guzman, who's been a rock at the back, going to score. No, he's blasted over. Perez now, my young, almost wonder kid centre-back. Shoots and scores. Franco, is this their wonder kid striker? You expect him to score, and he does. Sudden death, and the 31-year-old Orozco Chiquet, our experience, steps up and slots home. It's all down to Gattini now. What can Gattini do? Can he get the better of whoever it is? He's not made a save. Barros is going to run up and slot home. It's all level yet again. Balde now, the Portuguese. He was with me at Gamba Osaka. He slots home. Was almost a Panenka. Cardenas needs to score this to remain in it. He does. Park Jung-hyun, the youngster from South Korea. And that's another save. Gonzalez has had 2 saves. My man of the match. Man of the finals. Gattini, my goalkeeper, is just pathetic at penalties. So we've lost this. Hurry up then. Garcia scores. Oh, Gattini! What a time to make your first ever save. Vidal, the Chilean. Did I leave him on? I must have done. He scored. It's 6-5. Garzon is going to come here to equalise. Make it 6-6. Take your time, fella. We've got all afternoon. Meza he set up a goal and he scores one from the penalty spot today. Another youngster doing well. De Los Santos stepping up now and equalises with his left foot. Asensio in his last appearance, so I'm going to sell him. Definitely now. Gonzalez with his 3rd save. That is it. It's all over. We've lost 8-7 and we can finally get on to the second phase. And more importantly, the North American Champions Cup. At least we're qualified for next year's one as well. And there it is. We've lost 8-7 on penalties. Yeah, we don't need to see anything. How can you have a trophy for an opening stage? Get out of it. We're not seeing that. Far from pleased. And there we go. Go away! We don't want to see their disgusting trophy lift. And Pachua's won that then. So we'll have a look at the schedule now. And we've got the second lot in. We'll be back for some Champions Cup action, I'm sure. It doesn't look like there's any other cup competitions going on, so that might be it. So Champions Cup, and we might throw in a league game or 2, depending on how we're doing. Right, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, ta-da.